Hey now, what's going on everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and of course I am here to continue my review for the Rocky series, Rocky the Collection. This is Rocky 2, which came out in 1979. It is written and directed by Sylvester Stallone, so he's pretty much doing everything at this point. The plot is you see Rocky immediately after that big time fight with Apollo Creed. He was able to last all 15 rounds with him, and he's beat up bad, but Apollo wants his rematch. He's incensed. He's obsessed. He wants to prove the naysayers, the haters wrong, that he can beat this local town boxer who got lucky in his opinion. He wants to prove once and for all that he can beat this guy and that it's no problem. But Rocky, he knows that this is dangerous for him. If he gets hit too many times in the eye, he could go blind. His now wife, Adrian, is very against him fighting again. She's pregnant. So Rocky tries to get a normal job, live a normal life. He's trying, but it's hard. It's not working out. Everything's going almost completely wrong. So he decides, fuck it. I'm going to risk it, and I'm going to do this rematch for the big time payday against Apollo Creed. Now, what I thought of Rocky 2 was, once again, I was very impressed with this movie. I liked it a lot. I would say that I liked it just as much as the first movie, which again is surprising. I liked seeing Rocky at the very beginning. I mean, he got a pretty nice payday from that first fight with Apollo Creed. So he's okay at the moment. But he gets a little bit of the big time stardom, and he seems like he has everything going for him. People are asking for his autograph and all of this. He has money. He's spending it on watches and buys a brand new house. He immediately marries Adrian, which is surprising because you're like, whoa, didn't you guys just start dating? But they already get married. She already gets pregnant. Like, they're moving fast. He seems happy. I mean, how could this go wrong with him? Until you see that, well, he spent a little bit too much money. He got a little too carried away, and now he needs to generate income. He tried to do these various things, various projects with people reading commercials, which that goes horribly wrong. It's sort of funny that Stallone wrote Rocky as a character who was this bad off, who couldn't read past like a 9th grade level and just was having hard times. You know, he wasn't a guy who was living the life as you might have thought he would have been after the first movie. No, it's a struggle, and you can't help but feel bad for this guy. You know, here's a guy who he should be happy. He's with the love of his life. He's about to have a kid. Like, he should be happy, but he can't. You see him working at this meat job, and even that, it's like he might not want to do it. It's hard work, but he's willing to do it to take care of his family. So again, you're like, all right, this is a stand-up guy. You can't help but like him until he gets fired. And it's like, well, fuck. Again, the worst luck ever. Nothing is working out for him until you see that Adrian, she's pregnant, but she decides to work part-time at a job to help bring in some money, which, again, stand-up woman, you can't help but like her. But then she's stressed out, she's strained, and she gives birth early. Luckily, their baby's okay, but because of the suddenness, the loss of blood, she falls into a coma. That's when I was like, well, holy fuck! I was already feeling bad for Rocky. I was. But then you had to dump this onto me too? Dude, I can't take no mas. This is so hard to watch this character go through all this stuff. I mean, hell, even though, you know, a part of me is watching these movies, sure, it's for the first time, but I know how many sequels there are, so I know how many times he's obviously going to be fighting. But to hear them talk about how dangerous this fight could be for him, how he could go blind if he gets punched in the eye. In a way, it's just like, I buy it. They sell it as like, yeah, I'm afraid for him to do this fight. So I think that's a testament to the writing, to the acting, to the movie itself for being able to get me wrapped up in the story. Even though in the back of my head I know he's going to keep fighting. I also want to talk about Apollo Creed because Carl Weathers is even better as his character. Now you see his cockiness, his confidence level at a new level because now he's hell-bent on proving everybody wrong, how obsessed he is on getting this rematch, and how he's willing to do anything it takes to get Rocky to accept the match, and how he's even telling his manager, he's like, do you think I beat him? And the manager's like, you won by decision. But that's not good enough. It's not good enough. He has to definitively beat this guy. I love he's reading the fan letters and he's going crazy. He can't accept people out there thinking that the fight was fake or that he can't beat this guy. Like, and he's even willing to play the villain. He's willing to say all these messed up, dastardly things to get Rocky out of hiding and get him to want to do this fight. So I was interested in this guy. I liked the other characters, like, you know, you had Mickey, who was very on Rocky for, you know, at first he was like, don't do the fight, but when Rocky said he wanted to do it, he was hard on him the other way. He was like, okay, if we're going to do this, I'm not going to half-ass. You're not going to fuck around. I'm going to give it to you because it's the only way you can survive against this guy. And that brings me to the actual rematch where this match was even bigger and better than the first one. And that's saying something because as into the first movie as I was, as built up and hyped up as that match was, this one was just hard-hitting. Rocky was taking so many blows to the head, and you're pulling for this guy. And I was into it. I was on the edge of my seat. Like, what more can I say? I love the second film. So far, the first two Rocky movies, I'm sold. I'm into this. I can't wait to keep watching. I will keep watching. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Rocky 2? Is it better than the first movies? Is it just as good? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!